Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jones Podcast. I'm your host, Eric. The Jones Podcast is a podcast that acknowledges great individuals or couples who are entrepreneurs on the city council or who are just doing great things from our city of Tuscaloosa. Roll Tide. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Jones Podcast. What's going on, Jones Podcast? I have with me today the director and writer of Dreamers and the CEO of Alexander Jeans, DJ Alexander, and the co-star Dreamers, Mike Poe. Fellas, what's going on?
What's up, man? What's up, my brother? What's good with you?
I don't know it, man. I'm just trying to get it, man. How about yourself? How y'all doing?
Doing life, right? Doing life.
Man, I'm proud to say that I watched the movie last night, and knowing that we from Tuscaloosa, y'all really represented T-Town, man, for real. For real.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, DJ, man, I got a couple questions for you about your clothing business, man. What inspired you to start that business up?
Well, in 2010, that's when it all got started. One of our mutual friends of ours, he's into music, so he was at the same time thinking about starting his own music company. So I was already thinking about getting into fashion as well, so we was gonna link up and he do the music and I represent the clothing. But I had to come up with a good idea in order for me to, catch awareness. So the lion concept comes from my father being a Leo, and then inside the symbolism of the lion inside his mouth is the Ankh symbol, which represents the African symbol of life. So by us being Aboriginal African Americans, we are the protectors of our black woman. You know what I'm saying? So the lion represents the strength and protection, and plus my father's a Leo. So it kind of went good with the whole aspiration and the whole look of the idea of the clothing, the clothing line. So, again, as people wear the shirts, they can represent, being a king of who we naturally are, and then the strength of holding one down, especially with family. So that's how I got started, man.
So if someone wanted to get the shirts, how would they go about getting them?
They can contact me directly. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. You can contact me at DJ Alexander, and even on Instagram it's the same way. I prefer Instagram because you'll get a chance to see everything I have to offer, as far as the style and clothing. And after that, just inbox me, let me know, what you like. I'll make sure I have it, send it to you. I go through we can go through Cash App, or we can do a PayPal, however you want to do it as far as transactions. But just contact me directly. If I don't have anything, if you like the particular color, for example, it's winter season right now here, so hoodies, I'm doing hoodies right now. So anything that you like, I just make sure I get it for you.
So the movie Dreamers, man, the concept behind that, how'd y'all come up with that?
Well, Mike and I, we are brothers, so it was just that whole idea of that alone, as far as family-wise, it didn't take long to put that piece together within the movie. So we had to come up with a nice concept in order to go along with family. So we came about where we use each other's strengths and what we normally do. Mike can sing for real, and I'm into fashion. But the thing about the twist of the movie in Dreamers 1 is that, our parents died, and then we vowed to make sure we take care of each other. But Mike took upon himself to get his dream off by any means necessary. Yeah. So he swayed off, and instead of focusing on life surrounding him, he went after the first thing he thought of to get him closer to his dream. So he got hooked up with a shady record company, and his life started falling apart. Since that day,
instead of being patient, what I'm saying. I kind of got to the point that I took out like a take. I went through a divorce. I lost several jobs, and so I just like at the end of the road. And I was like, you know what? This guy right here got an opportunity for me to get in the studio, access to the studio. I'll do whatever it takes to get in there. Which happened in the drug deal or whatever. And I kind of straight out with the package, and things went downhill after that, you know what I'm saying? And kind of got a lot of people in trouble behind my actions. you know.
So you got to kind of look at the fact that what would you do, you know, for your brother? Would you sit there, you know, would you pursue your dream and allow your brother to experience that tough love, or do you help your brother out in any time of need? So it's kind of like, what would you do on that journey between him and I? And if you watch the first movie, it got kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? More families started getting involved, and it started becoming a catastrophe. So we had to do what we had to do for family, you know. So that's how Dreamers 1 came about. You know, that's pretty much the take on that one.
I also saw how one family member can get a lot of family members in trouble also, you know.
Right.
Families stick together no matter what, but that's what I took it down long running with this. So,
yeah.
You know.
And it was a good movie, man. Because my wife and I told my wife we was gonna watch it. She was like, "What is this?" I said, "Man, just sit down and watch it." And so we watched it. And she was like, "How long?" Because I didn't tell her that y'all from here. I just said we go watch this movie. And she like, I know. She knew Erica. She like, Erica in the movie? I said, these dudes from Tuscaloosa. And so when she said that, they did a real good job because I wanted to see her reaction.
Right.
To someone who really didn't know nothing, that y'all from here didn't want to have any bias towards y'all because y'all from Tuscaloosa. And she said y'all did a good job, man. So,
man, tell your queen we said thank you, man.
So Dreamers 2, when that's coming out? Because I'm ready to see it.
Right now we're still filming it, and we taking our time with this because, like the first one, after the first one, people didn't know what to expect. They was thinking we were just doing a short film, maybe like 45 minutes. But when they saw that we did an actual movie, they was really taken by it. You know what I'm saying? So we end up getting a lot of responses after the first movie, you know, and a lot of people have been welcoming us to their business to say, hey, if you want to shoot here, you can. Then a lot of people stepped up, was like, man, I wouldn't mind being a part of it. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build our city up with talent, you know, that wouldn't mind being involved. But Dreamers 2 goes right after Dreamers 1. It ain't it's still the journey, but you still got new faces, new adventure, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to pick up right after Dreamers 1. But if you haven't seen Dreamers 1 and watching Dreamers 2, it's going to make you go back and be like, well, dang, this person is,
exactly.
It's going to make you go back and watch Dreamers 1 to understand what Dreamers 2 is about. So we picking it up right after we left off. And we really don't want to spoil too much of it, but from the responses what we got and from what we have been doing, it's bigger than the first one. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a lot more in depth of, you know, what we have in store. So I think people gonna really love this one, and I can see people watching the first one just to watch the second one over again, just to get a greater understanding. So, you know, we just trying to make sure we give our city the best at what we doing. We're taking our time with it. I can't even say we at the halfway mark. We kind of sort of get to that halfway point, but we not rushing this one. You know, we picking up again where we left off with the first.
And Mike, man, I got a question for you. When you were doing your acting, was it hard, or did you pick up the lines easy, or what?
Well, actually, like you said earlier, man, me and my brother, we've been doing this long before we got in front of the camera. We vibed off each other, man. Our chemistry was so great, you know what I'm saying? And when we got behind the camera, man, it kind of easy. Like second nature because we did this all the time, you know. So we had our script and everything, and we laid out our script. But some of the things we probably just like went down on the deep end and went freestyle with a lot of it. But for the most part, man, it wasn't hard at all. You know, probably some other people that never done it before, whatever. They quite know me and him. Probably a little different for them, but like I said, me and him, we did this today, one. You know what I'm saying? We just did different. We just got in front of the camera and just acted all out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to write for Mike. You know what I'm saying? It was just like he knew what I was thinking. He knew where I was going with things. And again, like he said, we freestyle a lot of the stuff to, you know, even though it's in the same content. A lot of the first movie, we freestyle a lot of it because something just jumped out so good when he did it. I was just like, Mike, do that again. You know what I'm saying? He just natural, but we vibe off each other. Like, I can tell him something, and I know where he's going there. If his energy raised, I got to come right behind him, and we just got to pair up, you know. And then a lot of people in the city, they love to see us together anyway. You can't find one without the other. So I think that alone, our chemistry alone, the closest we have, the movie, it wasn't hard, for us to write for what put input on what we should do for each scene. You know what I'm saying? So, but this one right here, the second one, we really, I think it's more about it's more about family, but at the same time, it's teaching values on this one. But at the same time, it's gonna get thick and deep too. This one, it's more action. My father had told me, he was just like, yeah, you laid it down for us. Now I just need to see more action. So now I think this one right here is gonna be a lot of action. I think people just want to see it as well. So
I will say this was a little bit more talented than the first one.
Yeah,
we got a few more people, new faces and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit more talented. And I expect for it to be a little more talented as we go. So the thing is, just learn as we go, man. So just keep on setting the game up.
Well, y'all did the thing, man, because y'all represented the city to the fullest in my book, in my opinion. Y'all represented the city to the fullest.
Appreciate that.
And before we get out of here, man, y'all want to give any shout-outs or?
Well, I'd love to get a shout-out, man, to my family, the Alexander family out of Milwaukee, man, the Hudson family out of Milwaukee who took time. The people here in Tuscaloosa, Curtis Hardaway, Cecilia Thomas, Candace Jackson, Tangier Sledge, DeAndre White, everybody that took their time out, their schedule to put forth into, this movie we got going on. So, to my what I'm saying, to my brother, who been sticking with me since day one, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a good journey, and he's just excited as I am. We give each other energy, so that's why I know this movie will be great, because once we all get together, it's just nothing but love. So hopefully the city will recognize that and see that, that how much love we put in, and we doing it for them, and we're going to keep doing it for them. So
I'm going to get shout out to my brother DJ as well. And, for believing in him, and getting us started at this, And our road ain't going to end. It's going to keep on pushing, man, going further and further. I'm going to give a shout out to you, man. Also getting the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Much love, man, for doing that for us.
Yeah, man. Our followers, my family, the whole family, the Williams family, the Bell family, you know what I'm saying? They've been asking a whole lot about it, so, you know what I'm saying? They tuned, man. There's going to be a whole lot more to come, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we don't stop here. We gonna keep it going. We got more things to come after Dreamers. So it's again, if people ask for this one, you know what I'm saying, they ask for number 3, we will. But we got more things in store for the city. So it's just, it ain't gonna stop here. We just not gonna be no quick and go. We're gonna be here and we're gonna plant roots. Hopefully somebody will see what we got in store for the city and just love what we do, and then maybe just show us more love and nourishment to keep us pushing and going. So
we got a lot of different angles. We come from a lot of different angles, man. You got comedy, you got it all.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned, just keep following, and just keep your head up, man.
Yeah, just subscribe to our channel too as well, man. The Mike and DJ channel on YouTube. So that's where you're gonna be able to watch it. Hit that subscribe button to us, and then once the second one come out, everybody that subscribe will automatically get alerted, and the movie be out. So, just keep subscribing, keep showing us love. Again, follow us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, DJ Alexander. Mike Poe as well, Facebook as well. So just follow us.
Well, I got y'all locked in. I'm gonna put your YouTube channel on my Instagram and my Facebook. So I'm gonna promote y'all, man, because hey, we gotta promote each other. We T-Town bred, man. T-Town fed.
Yeah, right. That's right, bro. That's real. Oh yeah. Thank you, man.
Okay then, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all coming on the podcast and spreading all this knowledge with everybody, man. And man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, because y'all doing it.
All right, man. Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, bro.
All right, you too, man.
Thank you for listening to the Jones Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, or Google Play, or wherever you listen to your podcast. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Jones Podcast.